I just turned 50, and Biggie had the idea of the Chris Kelly 50 at 50, where we count down my greatest 50 moments on air. It's been very well received. A lot of people are saying, I missed this one. Can you replay this one? That kind of thing. We'll try to do an online component of it here. Anyhow, we're up to the top 10, and these are difficult even to rank. It's almost like the top 10 could go in any order.
Any order.
You know? I mean,
these are all-timers.
They are. And I got so many emails saying how much, I love this. I didn't realize how many stupid things you had said. I had no idea.
Your ineptitude knows no bounds.
No bounds. And it's like, it's not really.
We're trying to honor you.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's a tribute like no other.
It is a tribute like no other. Yesterday, we left off at number 11. And I said, this really should be tied for number 10. So I'm going to replay it today. It's Raider Jeff. This was right before a Super Bowl involving the Panthers and the Patriots, and we had a Panther cheerleader in here, Dana Zimmer, and apparently I had said to her during her interview, are we going to win it? Now, I am not a Panther fan. I'm a Broncos fan, and Raider Jeff, who's a Raiders fan, called me on that.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm so ashamed of you.
Why?
When that chick was in there, that Dana girl.
Yeah.
You said, you think we're going to win it? You cheesy bitch. You bandwagon jumping bitch. I couldn't believe that shit. Are we going to win it? You sucked up to that girl big time. We going to win it?
I think it's the laugh at the end that really puts it. It makes the top 10, I think it's.
I think the word dude at the beginning.
Dude.
And the term cheesy bitch is part of our vernacular in here now.
It is.
You cheesy bitch.
It is.
That is an all-time classic moment. It finished just outside the top 10, but maybe it should be in the top 10. At number 10, we have our interview with Mick Fleetwood. This has been played multiple times. Mm-hmm. I had told everyone, nobody tells Chris Kelly when to end an interview. They said beforehand, you have 8 minutes with Mick Fleetwood. And I said, oh, yeah? Watch me go well
This
past.
is our show.
That's right. Watch me go well past 8 minutes. I didn't realize, it must have been the first celebrity interview I'd ever done, because I didn't realize that he had a handler on the phone saying when it was time to go. So at the very end of the call, I say, let me follow up and hold his feet to the fire.
If I could ask you one more question. We
really have to move on.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Well, listen, thank you very much.
All right, bye. Hey, thanks.
I'm not done. Okay, that's fine.
I had stressed that I would not be taking a shortcut on this interview.
If I could ask you one more question. We
really have to move on.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Well, listen, thank you very much, Mick Fleetwood, for joining us today.
One of my favorite parts is you hear him say yes. Yes. And you hear the handler, no.
We're not doing that.
We're done.
We're not doing
We're
it.
done.
Don't give this guy any more time. That's at number 10, top 10 moments all time. Number 9, Chris Kelly 50 at 50, an old one. Biggie wasn't here for this. This was another sports-related statement that I made, and it became we've said that this has become part of the vernacular in here as well. The Maryland women's team was in the Final Four. And we had a P1 listener, a huge Maryland fan. He called about something else.
Oh, yeah, Terp John.
Terp John.
Wow.
He called all the time, and he was a big Maryland fan. And I just, as an aside, said, I see the Lady Terrapins doing well in the NCAA tournament.
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Doing very well. Your Lady Terps are in the Final Four?
Yeah, I tell you what, that's quite a little run the ACC had there, huh?
Certainly is. I wish they were men. I wish they were men.
I wish they were men.
I wish they were men. On so many levels, that's so wrong.
I don't know why I said
I wish they were men.
I wish they were men.
I mean, everybody could Me Too that.
Yeah.
Men,
women, all of them.
It's a slap to men. It's a slap to women.
Everybody.
It's a slap to basketball. To Terp John.
ACC,
Mason
the
Dixon line.
NCAA.
Because of my comment, they left the ACC.
That was that same year, was it?
They're Big Ten now. They're over to the Big Ten. The driving force was my comment on that.
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Doing very well. Your Lady Terps are in the Final Four?
Yeah, I tell you what, that's quite a little run the ACC had there, huh?
Certainly is. I wish they were men. Okay. The coach and the athletic director said, we're out of here. Let's go. Let's go out of the ACC. Will the Big Ten take us? That is number 9 all time. Chris Kelly, 50 at 50. At number 8, we've played it from time to time. Chris Dim wasn't here for it. An interview with a young actress named Alexis Ford. She is a XXX actress, and I was asking her what's new.
As one does.
Yeah. What's on the horizon?
Yeah.
What's in the can? Never mind.
And
What kind of projects you got coming up?
Her answer curled your hair.
it's the ending of this.
It's the gut punch. I call it the ultimate gut
the
punch.
gut punch.
I just shot my big interracial anal movie.
Right there. That's when I went into, what does your father think of
Yeah.
what you're doing here?
Alexis.
Alexis Ford. We have recently discovered that she's still alive and well and in the industry.
Yeah.
Because we thought she might be dead.
Yeah.
We thought it was possible.
She must play the older set now.
She must.
She moved on to MILF.
Oh, I bet she's a MILF, yeah.
Because what was she then, 19 or 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like how she calls it her big interracial anal movie, too.
What was debut?
Like she finally had moved up to. She finally got her big casting call.
I just shot my big interracial anal movie.
Alexis, I've got great news. You've been cast in your first interracial anal movie.
I've arrived. Well, I call my parents.
Chris Dent was getting a colonoscopy,
That's right.
which was his first
His-
interracial.
What if you all got the call on the same day? Is this Chris Dem?
They got your numbers mixed up.
You're due, sir. Your time has come for your big interracial anal.
Yes.
movie.
I'm about 1 year from that.
That's right. You're back
Number
at it
two.
again. That's back
Yeah.
at number 2. Number 7, let's turn to politics. We get into it from time to time. We were talking about the state of the world, and a caller said he brought up a long dead president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh.
He simply said, "Where's FDR when you need him?" And I cracked what I thought was a fantastic joke, as well as making a point.
Where's FDR when we need him?
Thank God he's dead.
Now, I was the only one that laughed at that.
And the loudest.
And the loudest and the wheeziest. And no one called, no one on the phone laughed, no one in the room laughed, no one listening laughed, just me, because I thought it was so clever.
Where's FDR when we need him?
Thank God he's dead.
And then Biggie, in some of his finest producing, went slow motion on it.
Thank God he's dead.
Number 7, Chris Kelly, 50 at 50. At number 6, and we have a pair of these coming up in the top 6. One of my promotional reads,
Oh.
and this was, it took place, I believe, 2 years ago, around Thanksgiving. Real nice prize for you today, $50 gift card to Horizon Med Spa. It's Neckvember at Horizon Med Spa.
Thought giving this to you was a good idea.
It's Neckvember at Horizon Med Spa. They're fighting the old turkey neck at Horizon Med Spa.
Look, don't let it sneak up on you this year.
A month later, I met the owner, and he's like, "Why did you have a problem with Neckvember?"
Think about it.
Put it in front of me.
November.
All you had to do was read it.
It's Neckvember.
It's Neckvember.
That was my fault. I'm sorry. I
No,
didn't
it
laugh at the client's product.
We're up to top 5. That is not the last promotional read you'll hear. There is one better.
There's one more.
At number 5, a time check.
Yeah, it's Big Tits 10 right now.
Big tits time is what we call it.
Yeah, it's Big Tits 10 right now.
Sometimes
Sometimes you think of other things when you're working.
Yeah, it's Big Tits 10 right now.
we're going from a put up or shut up game to the next hour, I believe.
Sure.
Big tits time.
That's one of those things in science that you just can't ever figure out how that got there.
Right.
How did it happen? Did God create it? Because that doesn't happen naturally.
This one too. Listen to this. The same thing. Number 4. We were talking about how much of your brain do you use? Do you ever use all of your brain, or are you just using, like I've always heard you just use a small percentage of your brain?
Your brain is hauling. It is a very high real estate area, and you are using every nook and cranny of that brain. Yep, at all time. It is
100%.
100%. How much?
I don't think that needs any more explanation. That's at number. My brain hurts. We're in the final four now. We're in the final four.
I know.
That's number 4. At number 3, we were having I don't even remember what the conversation was about, but I had just eaten something just before we had gone on. And our dear friend Deidre, who was on the show then, noticed that I was having trouble. The guy had called about I believe it was about his dog. Anyway, the call doesn't even matter. I had an issue.
Hey, guys. Love the show as always.
Thank you.
For the Chris Kelly Love Doctor that you just had, I think to really give a good answer, you needed more information. If the guy was blind and he was off target, the dog may have just been trying to help him out.
Well, maybe that could be, I suppose. I didn't.
Just, service animals are accepted in most places, and the woman could...
He's choking again. He can't hear you.
I didn't mean to kill Kelly. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
It was a low moment. That was a rough one.
Yeah, if you really, and because I've heard that clip a couple of times, you can actually hear the food get aspirated.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. There are only 2 left.
All right.
In the 50 at 50 for Chris Kelly. It's difficult to come down to the last.
Really difficult. This top 10 is so loaded.
It is. The last 2. Do we have time? We should do it in the next segment.
No, I say we do it here.
You want to do it now?
March on?
I say march on. This is so good.
All
we don't
right.
want to. We don't want to stop the
right.
rolling.
All right. At number 2, another promotional read. Today's forecast brought to you by Subway, introducing their new Flatizzas, where cheesy and delicious meet crispy and square. Your choice of a cheese, pepperoni, spicy Italian, or veggie Flatizza.
Chris Kelly, Subway bumper, take 2.
Yeah. From the top.
Take it from the top.
This copy was written for you. If anyone's going to handle it like a pro,
Let Chris Kelly read this one.
He's a pro's pro.
He can do these weather adjacencies.
Real tears.
how hard can it be to say Flatizza?
More difficult than you know. That's a
Do you
tough
think
one.
that came up at the Subway board meeting that day? I envision a conference room, bunch of people in business attire.
Yes, I agree.
We'll call it the Flatizza. I thought we were calling it Flatizza, boss.
Flatizza.
Lost the Subway account, lost the Horizon Med Spa account.
Do they still make Flatizzas? Have we
No.
followed up on that?
No,
I believe they're done.
Alexis Ford's career, we thought it was over.
It's over. I think it is. I think it's over.
And Jared from Subway got arrested
Yes.
that same week.
Yeah.
That was the second worst thing that happened that week. Or I was the second worst thing that happened for him that week. And finally, the number 1. 50 at 50 Chris Kelly moment ever on air. I was ever. I think it's number 1.
Maybe the most referenced.
Definitely, I would say so. You've probably heard it. There was a story in the news about a gentleman who was checking out at the self-checkout at the grocery store, and he placed his member on the self-checkout counter. And I was trying to make a joke about the size of his member. And this is what I said. 10 items are. It's the bargain bin. That's the one. That's the one I can never live down. What I was trying to say was, well, you just said it after you were like 10 inches or less. That's that's it.
To this day, it's referenced in email in some way from someone to me once a week.
I said,
"Where'd you get that joke? The bargain bin."
10 items are. It's the bargain bin.